how to protect yourself from winter weather. Joining me now is emergency room physician Dr. Joe Hawley. Dr. Hawley, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Tell me what some of the biggest problems you see in the winter months.
The perfect example is 2 or 3 weeks ago with the sleet storm that we had and the obvious environmental factors related to that. Ice-related issues,
So
exposure
the specific
issues.
injuries you're seeing.
Lots of specific injuries were things like falls from people on the ice with major broken bones, significant head injuries, potentially devastating and significant injuries to folks for relatively minor reasons like going to the mailbox to check the mail and get the newspaper. Other related issues are just exposure-related issues with things like hypothermia, frostbite from being inadequately prepared to be in the environment or being caught in a situation where you're in the environment and hadn't had an opportunity to prepare.
Who's at greatest risk for hypothermia?
Hypothermia usually occurs in sort of the extremes of age. It's the elderly and it's the young, those that have the least ability of the body to respond and the least ability to control their environment, if you will. A small child doesn't realize he's getting cold or is in a situation where he can't get back in the house, or an elderly person who falls and has an injury and can't get back to a warm environment and can easily get hypothermic from that.
Tell me how we should prepare children for this cold weather, meaning, you know, how do you dress them and, well, let's start with how you dress them.
Well, I think, again, common sense reigns supreme there. In general, it's going to be a layered type approach. I think you have to take into account a bit of additional information like how you obviously chill more quickly if it's very windy. If you're going to be doing something where your clothing is getting wet, you tend to lose heat much more quickly through wet clothing. So you want to be in clothing that's going to allow protection from moisture and then also allow you to add or subtract layers as conditions warrant.
Dr. Hawley, thanks so much for joining us.